very sharp angle. Blocker chasing in quite fast, and as we mentioned earlier, it's a good chance to try and challenge the blocker. Kalaguni goes in, turn back to the line, and it's a play we've seen before. Back set, blocker runs into block, have to move them again offensively before moving the ball to the sideline. And that's why there's a net touch. It's because Kalaguni is having to do so many moves across the front of the net. Oh, Chirova. One-handed transition set. Second opportunity for Greece. Olonina. And Russia have taken the opening end here. Much improved from the opening set. This transition play takes a lot of footsteps in transition. Voronina was caught underneath the ball in that crucial transition swing in the opening set, but that was much better. Russia are growing once again here. Greece will have to find a way to push back early on in the second. Kalaguni misses a side out. And we've seen multiple games this week. Shifts in momentum, shifts in points. World-class players losing 4 or 5 side-outs in a row because of the pressure that's mounting, because of the situation. This is the 3rd Continental Cup. The first Continental Cup was held in 2012 in the build-up to the Olympic Games in London. Continental Cup, remaining 5 tickets. Mexico, Thailand, and Morocco staging Continental Cup finals this week, as well as we start to finalize the draw for what's going to be a feast of beach volleyball in Tokyo. It's another transition from Russia. They've really come out with a bit between their teeth. Pushing towards taking this to a tie-break. Kalaguni. This time knuckle away from the blocker. Ganviki Arvaniti. Serve a couple of rockets. 2-ball over the top of the block. Smart play. You cannot go through that channel with power because the blocker is going to be there. If you pass 2 straight, and you want to go on 2, you have to lift it. Arvaniti sitting on the angle. Fast play, knuckle again. Good variation offensively from Greece. Moving the block, going over the top. Trevor wouldn't want to break that. Really rushed for time, and when you rush for time, it's tough to think. This is a different Maria Voronina than we saw at the end of the opening set. More relaxed and more comfortable. Voronina will now serve, but it's when it gets to the end of the set that we'll start to see pressure. Voronina 2 in a row. What a swing that one is. Super high, very, very aggressive. Russia running away rapidly with this one. Timeout here. This will be the story of the weekend. Games will shift one way, and then they'll shift back another. Players will start to see the Olympics on the horizon, just for it to be pulled away from them. That's the drama of the Continental Cup. See that often enough in beach volleyball, that post timeout, loss of rhythm, just a loss of focus really. Arvaniti, you can see what she's trying to do there, just move Bocharova in short, get her caught underneath the block. And maybe Greece will have to start looking for a tie-break set. If that's the case, the amount of nerves and some scary movements coming our way, as Russia are looking comfortable here, to say the least. It's Bocharova this time who comes in and just turns it late from the height that she's working at. Hit it with good speed away from the body. It's another missed serve though. In system, Voronina. Oh, knuckle over the top of the block, and it just squeezes onto the sideline. Karaguni turns desperately towards Arvaniti to say, have you got it? The answer is no. It's a perfectly placed play. Russia flying. Up by 7. That's as good a swing as we've seen all day from Karaguni. The house passing tight does open up those sorts of swings. If you pass off, it's more difficult to hit the sharper angles, that's for sure. And that one's too tight from Russia. Focus on the face of Karaguni. They have a lot of work to do, but they are getting their head down and getting it done right now. If you're going to swat to the sideline, get it away from the defender. So in the background, you can hear Julius Brink, Olympic gold medalist, world champion from Germany. He'll be joining us later on in the commentary box for some more insight here at the CEV Continental Cup.
Please welcome the players back here on court, Team Greece and Team Russia.
Russia, favourites at the moment, the Netherlands and Norway. Later on today will decide the finals. Kazakhstan, Lisashin, who made a quarter-final of 5th place in Ostrava, playing well again, but we also have Marleen van Ursel, double European champion, playing with Fluent Jipma. Rumour has it that if Holland do take the spots this week, on Saturday, there'll be a playoff between the two Netherlands sides. On Sunday, here in this arena, between Van Ursel and Jipma. and shouldn't stamp to see who goes to the game. So the work not done by anyone here. Russia keep the 5 points gap alive. Avaniti passing off the net this time. Advantageous for Russia in those situations. They've earned their chance to play offense. No, Avaniti steps into the line. Chance for her this time, away from the body. So good from Vicky Avaniti. Turn the ball sharply. It's quick enough to beat the defender. But just look, defensively strong, but a couple of looks at the court. She knows where the defender's parked. She knows she can beat Voronina for speed to the sideline. But to do that, you need a very good arm. You need to get your elbow back to turn the ball. 14-10. And as Russia get closer to the finish line, as we saw in the opening set, the errors start to creep in. Greece will be talking about is just trying not to make errors. My word, what a play that one is. Karaguni almost fakes the break before having fast hands in the block. Voronina has been stopped, an error, and then she's been roofed. Fast hands from the blocker, Karaguni. And Greece are right back in this one again. They do their work late in the set, and Russia look worried, don't they? Too much excitement for others in the crowd. Helena Backer having a little yawn to herself. She's been out there, done her job, obviously taken its toll on them. Well, for Russia's other pair, Daria Rudik and Denja Davisha, they are watching on patiently. This is out of their control. They've done their work, but also we have no idea who's the potential golden game team for Russia if this does go to a third and final matchup. Karaguni, what a play. Opportunity, no net, or no block at the net for Russia, but Greece. What a battle. 3 or 4 phases of play. Bocharova looking nervous, but the touch is good. Fantastic break from Karaguni to get back and be solid defensively. Still advantage Russia, but there is a lot of beach volleyball left in this one. Net touch this time from Russia. 3 becomes 2. Bocharova stopped. Once again. Karaguni watching through the net, not watching the ball. Makes another stop. 2 in quick succession. Greece are back in this one. And with the pressure that's being brought by Russia at the moment, Greece are starting to make errors as well. There was a 4 or 5 point lead that's been caught up on. Again, Voronina. Knuckle short over the top of the block. This is edgy. Very, very edgy moments here in Den Haag. Russia, who have started both sets so well, but this game is not about how you start, it's about how you finish, and Greece are just rising in their level. Karaguni is siding out, she's making blocks at key times of this game, and Russia, well, it's 16 all, but you feel like Greece may just have the advantage, and we might be going to a final game, but not if Voronina keeps playing smart like that. She was stopped twice when she was going with the hammer. She goes back to shooting the ball around the block. And that tactic is working. Arvaniti now the target because of the good side-out play, and the change-up works for Russia. Maybe there is more life in this one. Arvaniti tries to pour away on the cut shot, stepping late. Bocharova. Karaguni out of rhythm underneath the ball, gets blocked out. 2-point lead again from Russia with an ace. What a time to pierce the middle. Voronina. Surely we are going to 3, just as you felt that Greece had pulled back that 4-point lead from Russia. They've just let it slip once more. Nervy moments here in The Hague. Karaguni back set pretty quick. Fast arm from the blocker back across the body. There's a non-Olympic event that presents more pressure than this in beach volleyball. We would like to know what that is. Set point for Russia to send us to a tiebreaker. Arvaniti the target. Blocking is big strength for Bocharova. And that one's gone wide. We go to a third and final tiebreaker. Greece got their way back into this second set, but Russia stormed back to take it. Smiles from the coaching team. Greece need to win this game to send us to a golden match later on. If Russia win this one in 3, Russia go through to the finals.
Third set up here in the second semi-final between Greece and Russia. Remember, Russia is in a 1-0 lead. If Russia wins this set, they are in the final here in the CEV Continental Cup. And just in the final, we have a chance to
So much on the line. Tie-break set underway. This is a must win for Greece to send us to a golden match. Russia, they have one in the bank already because of the win in the first matchup. It's played before this game. Fast play back over the top of the block. You can see what Greece are trying to do here, but Russia are reading the game well as well. Block from Bocharova. What a rally early on in this second set. Back set wide to the pin. Bocharova puts the ball away. Hold on very, very tight. Two-time European champion, three-time Olympian. Second most experienced player in World Tour history. Will Russia put the pressure on Arvaniti throughout this third set? She decides to serve towards Voronina. That's a missed serve, but you expect them to really try and gun their serves. It's always important to know to serve to win as opposed to serve not to lose in these situations. Arvaniti short knuckle over the top of the line block from Bocharova. Team's changing every 5 this set to make fair of the conditions. There is a breeze out there today, but it's well sheltered here in the Coliseum. Two ball. Pass is very tight for Bocharova, but she knows that situation. She knows she's not going to get past the blocker with power. She just lifts it slightly off the outside hand. Russia lead by 2. Pass off the net. Arvaniti, spectacular. Passes 6 meters off the net, so Arvaniti really has to try and get that ball on, so there's angles available. Karaguni. Serving is going to be such a big component of this final set. It's Arvaniti that serves so flat and powerfully, catches Russia really high, and from there, they're always playing second fiddle. Wow. Bocharova passes in system. Gets one off the top of the hands and out of play. Takes good initiative there. Bocharova steps in, takes a little bit more of the pass, takes the heat off of Voronina and gets the side out, because the play is always drifting outside, so is the blocker. From the center. Touch from Voronina. Massive point in this one. Well saved from Karaguni to save side out. No, Bocharova is there again. And it's another end won by Russia. 2 3-2s. Taking the angle with a vengeance. Well, next up on the show court, Germany versus Switzerland in the men's competition. High knuckle, sunk it from way downtown. Voronina passed high from Karaguni, and at times the recovery setting here again from Arvaniti is world class. First time you'll see pressure is with a missed serve or a really tentative first pass. Karaguni is there, but it's over. Bocharova patrolling the net with ease. Switzerland, Germany will be another one for the ages out here. In the next game, off the hands and out of hands. Karaguni does manage to find her pass at this key stage. Two ball, seen from Karaguni. There's a break back for Greece. Once again, Arvanites teeing it up from the baseline. Good eyes in the block, sees the two ball coming her way. And now, Greece are back level. Exactly the same play. The only difference this time is the pass is just sitting a little bit further across Bocharova, so she can turn it a little bit more back to the line, and that keeps the blocker drifting. My word, what a game. The Russian team manager either keeping warm or trying to keep his nerves at bay. More recovery setting from Arvaniti, the pass of Karaguni. Wow, she gets away with a pass that's leaked, and this is the Continental Cup, and this is the pressure that it really possesses. The first pass wide and wild from Greece, but then a sloppy spiking error from Russia. Arvaniti loves it. Karaguni. You can sense every little bit of pressure. You can feel it from the court. Karaguni passes to the center. Cut shot, Voronina, outrageous dig. Free ball. Oh, it's a high bump jumbo from Voronina. And in a game that's so closely contested, that might just be the difference. Splendid dig on the backcourt, sitting around on the sharp one. And the high bump jumbo to be desired. Well, some of the volleyball has been inconsistent in this final set, but there's an Olympic ticket on the line. Greece running out of time.
So please welcome back Team Russia and Team Greece 10-8.
Maria Bocharova once again starts to take the initiative here. You can hear the coaching staff in the arena asking for a side out, the phase of play where your team are receiving serve, making a good read. Pass and set just a little bit wide from Greece. Voronina once again with uncharacteristic errors, the hand contact of the serve and the previous spike that went on the outside of the court. As I said, uncharacteristic, but also a sign of this situation. Legend of the game in Greece, Arvaniti with the serve. They could do with one here. Arvaniti makes the dig. Can she convert? Fantastic watching from Voronina. Her defense has been so good in the third, and it's the knuckle on the cut shot that opens up a 3-point lead. And that point right there could be a key component of the overall result. Aveniti had the opportunity. Voronina took a couple of steps into the seam. Was it in or was it out? Who knows? But Kalaguni had to play it. She had to. One of those situations that Penny Kalaguni would have left it and it hit the tape, she'd remember forever. It's Russia that take it in the end, though. 2 will do it for Russia. Slight delay to the men's match after this one. Kalaguni, Bocharova once more. Aveniti is not letting this fight go, but Bocharova all over the net once more. And it's Russia now on the brink of a place in tomorrow's gold medal match. And maybe the Olympic dream is over for Kalaguni and Aveniti. Bocharova, prolific. Bocharova serving. Almost off the top of the net band. Kalaguni scores at 14-10. Second match point for Russia. They've done it in straight matches. They've beaten Greece here in The Hague by 2 matches to 0, and they are through to the gold medal match for the Olympic ticket here tomorrow against either the Netherlands or Norway. That's how it finished. Bocharova, who was brilliant in the last set, making multiple blocks and siding out just like that. Russia, the first team in this competition who we know will be playing for a place at the Olympic Games, beating Greece in straight sets. Well, straight sets in the opening match and in 3 in this second match. Bocharova looks relieved and very, very happy as we saw earlier. A win in the opening game from Denja Dabica, Daria Rudik. They join their teammates for a photo as we have a look at the Continental Cup final. It's Russia that go through to the final tomorrow. They're going to meet either the Netherlands or Norway. Who will win that game? Well, the second semi-final starts a little bit later on this evening from 5 o'clock local time. But Russia, that's the big news coming from The Hague. They will be fighting for their second Olympic spot tomorrow, but who will they face? You'll have to wait and see. More action coming your way very, very shortly. It's the return of the men's competition, but from us, for now, we'll leave you with some shots of what was a very, very entertaining game. Hello there and welcome to the CEV Continental Cup final live from The Hague. Beach volleyball doesn't get any bigger than this. One more Olympic place up for grabs. Well, it's Germany versus Switzerland in a best-of-3 contest to see who will be going through to tomorrow's final. We're live in The Hague, North Sea, where temperatures is, well, not as warm as it was yesterday, let's put it that way. There's a slightly more wind. You can see the flag on the right-hand side of your screen. But we are in a COVID-proof arena, and it is slightly sheltered as the fans of all ages start to make their way into this state-of-the-art stadium. Louis Lett with you here for the day, and well, if there's a pair that love coming to these shores, it's the Swiss pairing of Marco Klattger. You just saw him walk on the left of your screen, and Florian Breet wearing the blue jerseys from Switzerland. They won the King of the Courts competition here around 9 months ago in a similar stadium. They had their finest moment of a team, and now they're trying to qualify a place for Switzerland to the Olympic Games. They've teamed up with Heidrich Gerson. They go up next against Alison Fluggen. Klattger up against Alex Volkenhorst and Sven Winter, now from Germany. Well, the winner of this fixture will play the winner of the Netherlands and Latvia, Samoilos and Schmedins. Well, they battled through, and that game against Varenhorst and Penninger later on today at 8:30 will have this arena absolutely buzzing. Well, Sven Winter, the defender for the German pairing, playing his volleyball for some seasons now with Alex Volkenhorst, but struggled this week. They lost to Mendez and Huerta from Spain, and they battled through Germany. It was Alice Fluggen that battled through the golden match, the tiebreaker 2-1 yesterday. It was very, very close. But talking of tiebreakers, Marco Klattger in your picture was put into the golden game against Austria with Mirko Gerson, who's playing with Adrian Heidrich, and they beat Austria yesterday. It was a big call from the coaching staff of Switzerland to send them into battle together. It was a decision that paid off in a 3-setter that set up now this game for Klattger. Gets back in with Flowbrit to play against Volkenhorst and Winter in this opening match.
The floor is cleaned up, revs on chair, please. Let me introduce the officials of this match. Head referee this morning, first semi-final battle between Swiss and Germany.
Well, Milan
leading the show, first referee representing Czech Republic, Milan Vachutka. Please clap your hands for the head referee.
The stand.
This morning,
Russian second referee will be with him.
2 feet on the ground, Roman representing Russia in this battle between Swiss and Germany. Please welcome the teams.
This pairing last played together in 2019 internationally in Chetomol. They took a 4th place. It's Alexander Volkenhorst from Essen, 6'9", now first 4 times on the CEV Tour. 7 wins overall, teaming up with, well, Sven Winter, the defender of the pairing. Today they're up against Marco Klattger, 6'7", based in Bern, this pair in the Swiss program, and Florian Breet, who won the world under-17s with Yves Hausner all the way back in 2014. Yves Hausner, big team at junior level, split to find blockers. Yves Hausner now playing with Quintin Metral. Well, this, the first game of at least 2, maybe 3. The pressure doesn't get any bigger than this, that's for sure. Germany will get us underway. Sven Winter, they won their first game against Lithuania fairly comfortably, but it was yesterday where they had some struggles against Spain. They went down very quickly in 2 against, lost the first set 21-9, where in contrast, Klatte have been really the stable team for Switzerland so far. They took their opening game yesterday against Austria 23-21, 23-21. Team coached by Danny Rodriguez Wood, very experienced head coach of this pairing, working alongside Michael Suter as the head coach of Heinrich Gersten for Germany. Thomas Kaczmarek, also the head coach of the women's team, Borga Suda, who will be going to the Olympic Games already. They have that place in the locker. Inspired decision from the Swiss coaching team to put Klatte into the golden game with Mirko Gersten. That's really the surprise of this competition so far, when coaching staff decide to mix up pairings to play in that tie-break match to try and squeeze a 2-1 result. Volkenhorst very strong from him, turning the ball offensively, showing a lot of line fading away to the angle. But Klatte in that match made something like 15 blocks against Emakora and Plistaus, who will be leaving The Hague today. Very disappointed, because as the Swiss coaching staff called it, it was one mini-final, Switzerland-Austria. 2 very good sides from Austria. Seidel Wolle, Emakora Plistaus. This is another big game for Switzerland, who favoured by many with 2 strong sides here. The Continental Cup favouring teams of depth because of the nature of the competition, where you have to win 2 matches. The first team for Switzerland, Heinrich Gersten, were in the Olympic qualification top 15 until the final stages post-COVID. A tough time in Cancun, and were overtaken by the qualifiers in the end, Kantor Wojciak from Poland. And also the Grimold brothers held on to that Olympic qualification spot. Top 15 qualified on Olympic rankings. 2 places are given for pairings that qualify through the Olympic qualification competition, which is a long time ago in Haiyang, China, 2019, and also the World Champions qualify as well, alongside the 5 Continental Cup winners. Flo Brie was in a good place yesterday. This team are full of confidence, they're very relaxed, they know that they're here for growth, and they are growing rapidly across line from Flo. Sees the block, dive in angle, rips one to the line. Making big strides. Volkenhorst hammer. Couple of steps out from Alexander Volkenhorst. Was a world European under-23 champion with Stefan Winschief all the way back in 2009. Since then, lots of wins as well. 4 with his current coach, Thomas Kaczmarek. Zernvana, Novishad, and Nishorse. And that 4th, the best result for Sven Winter and Alex Volkenhorst in Chetumal. It's been a long time since they've played internationally. Volkenhorst runs his own series of tournaments, New Beach Order, that have been very successful in Germany. Germany, such a popular sport due to the success of Volkenhorst's sister Kira, world champion and Olympic gold medalist with Laura Ludwig, who's going to another Olympic Games with Maggie Kozak, but also Julius Brink and Jonas Reckerman Brink will be with us in the commentary box a bit later on. Bree hammering through the seam. Good variation. Chases on for Bree on the turn. Klattiger hits the high angle and hits it well. The tempo of the defense from Florian. Bree sublime. Sits the ball up. Very tight joust, chance for Volkenhorst. Little look at the defense and then turns it back to the sideline. Germany will enjoy that one. Slightly tight from Sven Winter, but well recycled from Volkenhorst, and that set fading away from Winter. Up there, very, very good. Winter. On two, Volkenhorst out the back. On the turn, Volkenhorst just getting caught slightly underneath that one. Fast play from Germany. Time. You can just see the frustration from Klattiger. He knew exactly where that one was going. He a couple of steps into the line before trying to dive into the cross court of Volkenhorst. It's Volkenhorst who will serve. Not the only former European champion at junior level in the CEV. Sven Winter, his partner, won the under-18 European Championships with Julius Tolle. He's also played with Tim Holler. Jonathan Erdmann as well at the World Championships in Hamburg when Volkenhorst was out injured. But now Germany pull it back level. Error from Brit. Junior level was really an anomaly with Yves Hausner. They shared a system of speed and ball control that really made them a force to be reckoned with at junior level, but Switzerland, well, starting to show some cracks here. Repassing a little bit way out of system in the end. There's a timeout from Switzerland because Germany have got on top. Klattiger just need to tidy things up with their first pass. Service pressure, good from Germany though. The pressure of the Continental Cup has been evident throughout this week already. It's only going to get better or worse, depending on how you look at it. Whoever wins this first match will help out the rest of their nation for the remaining games. If you lose your first game, your teammates are fighting to survive. Heidrich Gerson up next against Ehlers and Fluggen will be a high-level, high-pressure game. Heidrich obviously left out of the golden match yesterday. Mirko Gerson playing with Marco Klattiger, as we spoke about earlier. Klattiger putting that one away. Be interesting to see how Heidrich bounces back off that one. Klattiger serving, but the Swiss team very relaxed at dinner yesterday. Oh, Bleak scooped out the net from Klattiger on 2. Klattiger again, fast feet, good hands, Marco Klattiger. Play of the day so far. This was the Klattiger of yesterday, scooping balls out of the net and then getting into make blocks when the odds are against him. So good from Klattiger. Sees everything.
Ich weiß, dass er den könnte, aber hat nie gemacht. Ja, ja, das hat gemacht. Das Gefühl, der Reis ist nicht so... Wenn er eine Linie macht, geht er runter. Ja, das ist nicht mehr.
Marleen van Ursel looking for another Olympic Games, a double European champion. Lost yesterday with Plunetna against Spain, but Katja Stam and Lisa Schön won in the golden to see them through, but they go again this evening against Norway to get the Dutch into a final. Volkenhorst gets us back underway with very controlled high line, keeps the elbow high, goes off the hands of Klattiger. Klattiger really fighting to get in the airspace. Again, the outside hand of Klattiger very good. Nicholas Hildebrand in the background, clapping his team. Whoever wins this game will be taking the pressure off their teammates for the second game, which is straight after this one. Do not want to go anywhere. There's a feast of beach volleyball coming your way, and you haven't even put a dent in the action that's coming this week. Flo Britt, this time, works one back to the line. Quite tight, just drops his arm to try and get height on the ball. Flo Britt with the hammer of a spin serve that he's become accustomed to. He's been known for the spin serve of Florian on this tour. Reverse set this time, Volkenhorst. What a block. Good feet, good hands from the blocker. Has to track Florian Britt from one side to another. Couple of shuffles and boom. Both hands in the face of Britt, who loves hitting that one back across his body. Heavy jump serve from Alexander Volkenhorst. Feet inside the ball. Similar sort of swing as the one we saw previously from Britt, but this time squeezes it past. The double up from Germany, both players taking the cross court. Reverse set, Winter over the top. Cool, calm and collective from Sven Winter. Hasn't been served a large proportion of this one, but comes in. Sees the defender parked on the angle. Shoots over the top of the block. Short ball this time. It's going to affect the rhythm of Switzerland. It's there to try and force an error or a block. It's very strong serving from Germany here. Klattiger under pressure because of the pass of Britt. Trying to go off the hands, but misses everything. Big dunk from Volkenhorst, now breaking. Two exquisite bits of play from Volkenhorst. But in transition, the ball goes wide of the sideline. Great first phase of play with the block of Volkenhorst. Delays his timing to get the swat. Then he makes a good decision to break. And that's a key part of blocking, is knowing the difference of when to stay and swat and when to break. Both times you know the ball isn't coming hard, but as a blocker, you have to make the right decision. There's not much in it. Florian Brie. Passing off the net this time, Volkenhorst from the left side. Sharp angle. Squeezes one past the inside hand of Marco Klattiger. Second game coming up straight after this one. Heidrich Gerson up against Ehlers and Fluggen in what is going to be one where everyone will be on the edge of their seats. If you were watching previous matchup between Greece and Russia, the second match was so entertaining. Tiebreaker, but Russia made the women's final. Greece's Olympic journey has unfortunately come to an end here today. The Dutch teams, both in the semi-finals. Later on, the men will play Latvia. Samoilovs and Smedins, who were in the Olympic top 15 until the very, very last competition. Breeze on it. Germany by 2. Leading a point here, Switzerland, and Florian Brie just hits harder and harder. Winter sits in exactly the right spot. Stable and solid, but Switzerland needing a break. Volkenhorst, who's been consistent throughout, but stopped by Klattiger. Big roar from the Swiss team because it's a break that they desperately needed. Diving back into the line, Klattiger. Volkenhorst's face and actions tell us everything. Scores are tied once more. Klattiger's blocking again, the difference. And serving. Volkenhorst has to take a timeout here. Fast, flat serving. Once again, Volkenhorst wearing his heart somewhere very close to his sleeve. Two big breaks at crucial times. Well, the head of the operation on the right-hand side, Sportworks, working with the CEV throughout this competition. And without Wilco, Nyland would not be the same. The head honcho of the king of the court, the head honcho of Sportworks here. Watches on, like everyone else, for another blockbuster. Service down the line from Klattiger. They know they have Volkenhorst, and you can see, sense the pressure of the Continental Cup. It rears its head once more, this time on Alexander Volkenhorst. What a run from Klattiger here. A block and 2 aces. Has turned the tide. 2 blocks and 2 aces from Marco Klattiger. They've gone from 2 down, the Swiss, to leading by 3, and it's Germany who are leaking points. Klattiger They know exactly where they're going at the key times, the Swiss, and it's working for them. Finally, Volkenhorst finds a side up. A sigh of relief from the German blocker. Showing the cross court, facing, trying to force the ball back to the line. The block and the defense will be paying attention to the approach line of the spiker. Klattiger, the target. Exactly the same play, showing cross court, bringing the ball back to the line, and it's Switzerland that have 3 set points here. They're doing certainly their fair share of the heavy lifting. They've won both their games so far. The Swiss this week. That win really was huge for Klattiger yesterday. We have a look at the highlights of another side out from Volkenhorst. 2 set points for Switzerland. Volkenhorst serves long, and it's Switzerland who trailed for a long time in the opener. They've taken it though. But there's a lot of beach volleyball left in this one. Volkenhorst missing 3 or 4 side outs at the end of the opening set. Good serving, good blocking from Switzerland. Have a lot to do here, Germany, as we have a look at some highlights from another entertaining game here. But let's face it, today and tomorrow is going to be full of entertainment that you just don't want to miss. Switzerland to get us underway, and they found their line. And Alex Volkenhorst serving straight down the line. Volkenhorst has struggled to get the pass in as of late. Switzerland, well, they haven't had a team at the Olympic Games in the men's side of things since 2012. Teams representing them 4 Olympic Games, just missing out on 2016 and 96. But currently, as it stands, haven't got 1 team in this year. The squad is deep though, and they're improving fast. Flowbury back across the body. Out's the call, but it's in from Winter. Smile from Florian Britt.
Excellent play.
Cross body from Flowbury. No digging that one for Switzerland though. Long way to go in this second set. When you think about the teams from Switzerland in the past, Sasha Hoyer, Marcus Edgar, Sebastian Chevalier, all legends of the sport in Switzerland. Next generation. Pushing hard though, that's for sure. Volkenhorst, once again, just seems to be moving quite quickly and coming up in his pass. Klattiger winning every battle out there at the moment against Alexander Volkenhorst. Wonder where this one's going. A slight change in the starting angle. Volkenhorst does get the ball in, but it's tight. Klatteke with great foot speed getting in and being able to look across the net. Good from Germany as well. It's another scoop from Klatteke. Sven Winter. No, it's good from Volkenhorst. Turning. Wow. That's the thing we know about Volkenhorst is when the chips are down, he shows great character. Switzerland by 1. The tension, the stories from the Continental Cup are endless, of teams getting Olympic tickets and earning them for other teams to go. The selflessness, the rarity of teams in beach volleyball working together as squads instead of just working on an individual team basis. This is a different format in beach volleyball, and it's one that never lets us down in the entertainment factor, that's for sure. Winter, little pop and a hop and service. Flowbury, Doug. Wider set from Volkenhorst. It's a good set from Volkenhorst. And because of the width of the play, there's always stress on the block of Klatteke here, and maybe that's what they have to do, Germany, is moving more to put him under more pressure. We've seen this before, though. Germany lead by 1. It's the same story as the opening set. The short ball on Florian Brie is something that has worked. He's looked for that play twice off the hands. And all they're trying to do is get the smaller Florian Brie underneath the block of Volkenhorst. Volkenhorst gets the continuation then, and the knuckle pokey is good as well. Winter looks focused. Perfect pass from Switzerland. Perfect side out from Florian Brie. They played well on the World Tour this year, 2 top 10 finishes. Been in the qualifier at times. But they're just making that step into a main draw team, which is thoroughly deserved. A bit wide from Brie this time, though, in defense. Switzerland didn't qualify in Ostrava, but 9th place in Sochi. Fantastic result. They also won their pool, Switzerland, in the last round in Austrian Baden. Klatteke facing angle, just extending the arm to the line. Too high and too quick for Winter. Germany need to win this one to see us through to a tie-break set for this opening game. Error. Stopped. Volkenhorst with a huge stuff block. Florian Brie. Once again, Germany have, like Switzerland, one of the best coaching teams in the world. They'll know that Florian Brie likes to go back across his body. Winter serving. Brie again, this time short to the sideline. Well worked back to the seam, though, from very good setting. And also, Klattiger supporting his teammate as well. Klattiger, who won the 3-star with Nico Bieler, his former partner, played 27 times on the World Tour with Nico Bieler. Klattiger serving. Bieler walking away from the sport, now playing indoors in Switzerland, but Volkenhorst back in system. They've just changed the service angle back to the inside arm of Volkenhorst, who's become very focused once more in the last few moments here in The Hague. I won't be too worried about that. Doesn't like making errors, so makes him angry, Volkenhorst, but certainly scoring a lot more than he's erring at the moment. Something he has to keep an eye on here, but Volkenhorst getting all the pressure. Winter to the inside, Klattiger with one of the biggest stuffies of the day. If it's not Volkenhorst, it's Klattiger. The discipline. Diving in. Fantastic finish. And they're playing a system here in block defense where they're going quite late at times, staying quite central Switzerland. You can see it again right here, making it difficult for Volkenhorst to get a read on what to do offensively. Volkenhorst high over the top this time. Constantly shuffling the Swiss here. Volkenhorst finds a solution in the end, and that's over the top of the block. Well, 1 point to the technical timeout. Germany will want to see this one through with a 3-point lead, but no. One is the difference. Germany have the lead here. Do they have the control? Absolutely not. Switzerland won the opening set, but so much life left in this one.
Germany and Switzerland in the semi-final here, the road to Tokyo on the semi-final.
We're reaching a very, very interesting time of this match. Winter with a huge, huge serve. At the key time of this one to open up a 2-point game. Hubby and wife serve flat and fast through the middle. Difficult to know who was responsible for that one in the Swiss side of things. Klattiger with the side out. This is almost the same story as the opening set. Switzerland behind, and then they found 3 or 4 stops in a row. You have a feeling that they might just look to the line of Alexander Volkenhorst, where they managed to get 2 or 3 passing errors. Klattiger has also had some success jumping into the cross-court angle from Volkenhorst as well, but the serve goes astray like that one. Maybe this one is just sneaking back into the favor of the Germans. So much volleyball left to look forward to. Latvia versus the Netherlands, the second fixture. Last games of the evening here in the beach stadium of The Hague. It's going to be electric. King of the Court was one thing last year. It's the same setup under the lights. The DJ and the presentation team doing a fine job once more. Expected to be packed in here later on. Volkenhorst staying calm and relaxed off the hands of Klattiger. Short ball back on Florian. This is something that's worked for Germany so far. Not this time. You can see he's falling away. He's fighting for the line so hard. Just. But it's a game of small margins. That's a small margin for Florian Britt. 1 point game. This is the same situation as the opener. Change of serve onto Sven Winter. Interesting to move the serve at this time because Winter's not been served very much, so they're trying to catch him out of rhythm, and that works for Switzerland. You can see Winter's reaction. Maybe he wasn't expecting that from Switzerland. Smart moves at a key time. As Volkenhorst to have the lion's share of the service pressure at this time during the opening set. Florian Brie, hammer. What a game. It's another one that's delivering here from The Hague as Volkenhorst passes into a fairly good zone, but Klattiger is all over it. This is exactly the same situation as the opener. 2 points down Switzerland. They know where to go to be successful at the right times. And sometimes that's all you need. Klattiger on flames once more. Timeout, Germany. Question is Lightning going to strike twice here? Smash and grab stuff from the Swiss, but they're on form, they're confident, they've won both their games here so far, while for Marco Klattiger, he's also won the golden match yesterday with Mirko Gerson, who's coming up next with Adrian Heydrich as they play, well, Lars Fluggen and Niels Ehlers. What looks like going to be, well, on paper there's not much between them, let's put it that way. Klattiger serving. Back to Winter, Switzerland lead for one of the first times in this set. Klattiger diving into the angle, makes another block Klattiger, but third time of asking Sven Winter, then has a little look through the net, but struggling to get past Klattiger. But the cover, just here, covering each other's backs, Germany. Because of that, they earned their opportunity. 2 covers in a row. Definition of fight from the Germans. Putting their bodies on the line. Short again, Ombre. No block. Just the relief. He's ending up on the floor a lot of the time because he's served out of rhythm. It's so tough to get up, keep momentum, keep the height, but to get that ball back to the sideline, extraordinary. Florian Brie once again. Winter the target. They're going after Winter now, and they've made another good decision. Served him on a very long angle across his body, and Winter has missed a side out. Swiss tactics at the end of both sets, paying off big time for them. Volkenhorst has had all the pressure throughout. The Swiss have changed it. Service pressure now on Sven Winter. And you think Germany need this one. You really would. We saw an ace straight down the middle from Winter. Now he's gone to the sideline. Klattiger passes tight. Interesting rally, this one now. Swiss served out of rhythm, handling error against Alex Volkenhorst, who dries his hands. The hands are damp, it's hard to control the ball. And now it's match point for Switzerland. Florian Brie and Marco Klattiger to win 3 games from 3. Scratchy hands, the left hand pushing through a little bit quicker. Match point, Switzerland. Another one into the net from Klattiger. Switzerland have one crack at this one. Volkenhorst serving. Florian Brie from the right side. And Brie takes it to the line. Switzerland take the opening match of this men's semi-final. Best of 3 at the CEV Continental Cup. This team are on fire. They've won 3 matches from 3 so far. And they've given Switzerland the advantage again, just like they did yesterday against Austria. They've beaten Germany here, and now it's down to Heidrich Gerson to take the spot in the finals. That's how it finished. And look back to the coaching team to celebrate. Disappointment for Volkenhorst and Winter. Their first international event since November 2019. They had their chances, they were up in both sets. But not today for them. Now have to watch as Niels Ehlers and Lars Fluggen take to the court very, very soon to play against Adrian Heidrich and Mirko Gerson. Germany must win the next game to keep their Olympic hopes alive. Looks like we're ready to go down court side to hear from our winners, Florian Brie and Marco Klattiger, who I think is with the Olympic gold medalist, Julius Brink.
Florian, Marco, first of all, congratulations. Did you expect that it's going to be that close, such a tough battle against the Germans?
Yeah, we of course didn't expect an easy game because we know those guys and they have nothing to lose at all, and they're good servers, so they put a lot of pressure on us, and we were expecting that, and we're happy to come out with the win in the end.
Yeah, so we say one leg is already in the final, as your fellow friends have to beat the Germans another time. So what do we expect up here on the center court about that match? Asking you as an expert.
From the next match? I think it's a tight match again, but I'm really looking forward, and I think that our Swiss friends have a good chance to close it with a 2-0.
So at the end, there's just one ticket to give. How would the Swiss Federation, how would the 4 of you deal it out if you would win it to go to Tokyo? Who would play?
That's already decided, and it's not us, so it's the other Swiss team. But yeah, we try to help them, and so far we did a good job, and yeah, let's keep pushing.
I agree, you did an excellent job. Thank you very much. Early match this morning, so another one is followed up. Swiss, Germany. Boys, good rest. Maybe there's a gold match, we don't know yet.
Thanks.
Good recovery, and see you later. Thank you, Marco and Florian.
Well, as you know, Switzerland have taken the opening game here. Marco Klattiger, Florian Brie have been incredible throughout, and as you heard, it's common knowledge that Switzerland have already chosen Heidrich Gerson to go to the Olympics should they win the spot, and now it's on Heidrich Gerson to take the second game against Germany and earn their place in the final. That game is coming up very, very soon. Switzerland lead the tie 1-0, but from us, that's all we've got time for the time being. Don't go anywhere.
Please put your hands together for Team Germany entering the stage. And their opponents this time, the other end, Switzerland.